In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my secrets to drafting a league-winning running back and how you can find one for yourself. I'm going to be giving you guys the criteria that goes into finding these league-winning running backs and how we can predict ones in the future. If you find this video helpful, please go ahead and drop a sub and like this video if you want to keep it for later when the fantasy drafts come closer. I'm also going to be giving you guys a bonus list of running backs that fit this criteria at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around for that. But the very first thing we have to do is look at past historical data to make our assumptions. So first, we're going to look at all of the running backs over the past 5 years that were league winners and or exceeded expectations heavily. These guys being like CMC, Le'Veon Bell, Jonathan Taylor, and Alvin Kamara. And this is what I have found in common between all of the past league winning running backs that we can apply today to find our league winning running backs this year. Number one, the average age for these breakout running backs is 24.1 years old. So this is the striking range in which you want to find your running back. I would not go any lower than 22 years old or any higher than 26 years old. Historically, over the past 5 years, every running back has fit in this range, and either one of these extremes makes it very unlikely to find a breakout running back. The second thing we want to look for, and arguably the most important, is their target share from the past year before their breakout season. And this just means how often these running backs were used and targeted in their own offense. Out of these past 5 years of breakout running backs, 100% of them have had at least a 7% target share. And as we go higher, the more total team targets they get, the more likely they are to be a breakout running back. So the second thing we do want to look for is running backs that have at least a 7% total team target share, which means they are used 7% or more in this offense. The third thing we look for is a player's carry share, which is the amount of carries they get out of the entire team's total of the carries they have. This means all of the running backs' runs combined, as well as quarterback runs or wide receiver runs too. This just means the percent of the team's total carries that go to this running back. Here we find that 100% of the previous breakout running backs over the past 5 years have at least a 40% carry share on their team. So 40% is the least and the baseline for having these breakout running backs, and again, higher than 40% is the higher chance that they will be a breakout running back in this historical data. To sum these 3 steps up, we want a running back with an average age of 24.1 years old, an average target share of at least 7%, and an average carry share of at least 40%. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to share with you guys the running backs this year that fit this description from their season last year. Again, if you have learned any new information that you find valuable, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and like this video so you don't lose it for fantasy season. But the running backs that fit this description that will give you a 2x chance to break out in fantasy football is Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Ramondre Stevenson, Josh Jacobs, and surprisingly, Tony Pollard. Now, knowing this list of running backs, you guys can think for yourself if this situation of each running back is worth getting yourself into. Obviously, it changes and depends. And this is not an end-all be-all list, but all of these players meet the age, target share, and carry share requirements to have a 2x chance to win your leagues. And obviously there's going to be outliers that are outside, but this data is going to give you a better chance at finding those breakouts before they break out. And thank you guys again for watching. This video took a lot to put together, so I appreciate any of you guys watching this far in the video, and I would love to see you guys in the next video dropping soon.